bro. So let's find out what that was all about.
Bro, okay.
I agree with you. Let's just talk about this because we're talking about so much with PK and Dorit and Beverly Hills. I mean, we first of all, Dorit, I love how it's like everyone's focused on Sutton's 300,000, but like, look, I understand when like Oprah was like, okay, $100, that's all you gave your mother. And I get it. Like, $100, it's not a ton of money, but I get it. People are like, tone deaf, Oprah. That's a lot of money for most people. I love how just casually Dorit is like, well, I just needed a few Christmas gifts, so I took out 10,000.
He was robbed
Well,
again.
I mean, $10,000, Dorit, is a lot of money for, I mean, granted, you can't even buy any of your Louis with that, but that's a lot of money for most normal people. Well, I mean, you could buy like 2 Louis with that. Sarah's making it. You could buy 3 Louis with that. That's fair. 3. You
Who
can't buy
takes
more.
out cash at Christmas time to purchase gifts? The only reason you're giving cash is maybe to your staff or your team. You're giving them some sort of bonus, but that doesn't sound like she was doing. That was what she was doing. Sounds like she was going to like a TJ Maxx. She puts her Hermes bag in the cart with the $10,000 cash. She's roaming around, darling. And then before she knows it, it's gone. What? I don't even know.
I'm going to be honest on this one. I agree. Now, first of all, when I am out and about and I have one of my Louis bags with me, which is every day, I have to say, 99.99999 to the nth degree, know where it is at all times. You do have a weird heightened, for me, sense of like, this is what's on me that's expensive and I don't want to lose it. And so you have to really hold on to it and observe it. Now, one could argue, then what's the fucking point? Doesn't sound like you're having any fun with this item. But yeah, so like, let's put aside that you're taking out the 10,000. Just right. The fact that the Hermes bag or whatever expensive bag is in the shopping cart, I don't understand. You turn your back on the bag to pick up another garment at TG. That to me, I agree with you, is so strange. Now, I've actually had some cash at times, not 10,000. Like, say I didn't have 2,000 on me. I'm pretty nervous of like, we have to see where this is. So, right. So now there's 10,000 in the bag, which mind you, the bag is even more than 10,000. I don't get it either. I don't understand. From the minute you walk in, you got to the register, the bag was gone and you were robbed twice before. This just doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, aside from the home break-in, was she robbed another time?
Yes, once prior. It wasn't, I don't even know if it was on the show. I forget, but it was once she was definitely robbed. Because when the home invasion happened, people were like, well, she already had this before. She also had insurance claims of floods at the house. Now, I just want to say, 2 years ago when I got blocked by PK, we can get into who else has blocked me soon.
Yes, you have new blockers.
The whole reason PK blocked me, mind you, we saw him at Homeless Not Toothless and he was lovely. And Dorit has not blocked me. I went to high school with Dorit. But the whole reason PK blocked me is because I said, when I was asked a question by someone like you, Sarah, of who do I think is next after Tom and Erica, I said, no offense. I think the next two that their finances don't make sense to me are PK and Dorit. And I said, if I have to pick another person, I pick Mary Cosby or PK and Dorit. I'm like, I don't understand. The houses don't seem clean to me as far as the cash. PK did not like this coming out of my mouth and blocked me. I've seen him at Culture Club concerts since then. Let's not call any attention to who I am when I see PK. But here we are. I mean, was I so far off? It just doesn't make sense to me, the story.
Well, I mean, look, if we believe our friend Sutton, where there's smoke, there's fire. The other thing that's come out. So a couple stories have come out about Dorit and PK in the past 10 days. One being that they are divorced, they're separated and have been living separate lives initiated by her for a while. The rumor again is resurfaced that the night that PK was pulled over for DUI, that he was with another woman. Now, I tend to not believe that because Teddy Mellencamp has done her digging. And the police report, there was no mention of another person. And I mean, they're not going to lie. So if there was another person in the car, they would know, female, whatever, blah, 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 was in the vehicle, intoxicated, not, yada, yada. But the other story that's come out is that, again, PK and Dorit owe over $1 million in back tax to the IRS. And they go back and they show with PK. I mean, I'm talking like in 2014, he still owes from 2014, like 200,000. Then in 2016, he owes 99,000. Then like in the past couple of years, he owes $1 million. I'm like, holy shit. And then she apparently paid off a $600,000 IRS tax bill a couple of years ago. But these two, I mean, and he has declared bankruptcy. That's public knowledge in the past. He paid off a debt in Vegas to a casino. So what do you make of that? I mean, I don't know. Rich people borrow a lot of money all the time and owe back tax, and then you can do a payment plan with the IRS. And so sometimes that stuff is like not as shady as you think, but it does. I mean, they do owe what a lot of people consider a lot of money, over $1 million.
I've said it before. I just don't understand it. Like, I don't understand. Listen, I don't want to pay tax either. I don't like it. I'm so materialistic.
No.
I love spending money. I love it. I
Well,
love
it's just
buying
brutal.
things. I don't
The
understand saying I'm going to go out and buy another house, another car, another rental property, a $20 million more of Hermes when I haven't paid my taxes. So I'm going to spend $400,000 on Hermes this year, but I owe $500,000 in taxes. Year two, now I don't understand it. I don't understand getting in that hole. It's like, so then when I say that these housewives are broke and they're not really wealthy, this is what I mean. I mean, if you owe debt, you don't have it. You're in the negative. And if you have it, I mean, why aren't you paying it? So I think it's all just very, very strange. I really, 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 Dorit is lovely. She is a lovely person. She is gorgeous. She's a brilliant housewife. She is great on the show. I have nothing but good things to say about Dorit. People that know PK, Rachel, you could tell when she dated him, said she's just so gregarious. And I just don't understand this. And I don't understand this particular story of having the bag and I mean, who gets robbed twice? Kyle got robbed more than once too. Who gets robbed twice and then also has a bag that's taken out of a shopping cart before you get to the register, and it happens to have $10,000?
Well, I mean, the thing that she said is these guys were following her. So, because the police went back and looked at cameras, I guess, of her in the store. And I mean, these men were following her, which what triggered her PTSD. I mean, I don't know. The only thing I know is my dentist here in Los Angeles has also been robbed at her house. Gucci bags, all these bags stolen. She says that basically what happens is, like, if you have people come and work at your house, like, there's a network of people here in LA that go, okay, I've been inside this home over here on Beverly Drive, and you've got X, Y, or Z, and they get a kickback, and they're, and then according to my dentist, it's very sophisticated here in Los Angeles.
I believe that. I do believe
everybody is robbed here. It's insane. Everybody. My mother-in-law was robbed at the Grove. She was pickpocketed, and then they went to the Apple store and Walmart and everywhere else. And